Bring in the master.
Welcome, guys. I'm doing this review today because I picked up this keyboard about 2 days ago. I was so impressed with it that I actually decided to do a review for once. I own quite a few of their peripherals, as you can see. I actually have quite a few just laying around the office here. But this one impressed me enough, I wanted to do a review right away. So, here it is, and without further ado, the cons. I'm going to start it out that way. Cons, the Gamdias Hermes RGB Keyboard does not have pass-throughs, and I want pass-throughs. They used to have them up here on the Gamdias Ultimate for USB and your headphones, but I like to see it over here on the right side because most people don't have their rig sitting behind their monitor and behind their keyboard. They have it off to the right-hand side, so that's why I would like to see it over here for once. Besides that, there's no macro keys across the bottom or on the sides like you normally would see. One of their other models, here I'll go and bring it over, it does have the 6 at the bottom, as you can tell, which are very nice actually. And then you have 3 over here, which just control your lighting, WS, A and D, swap, and then you have a 1 to 3 button, which I quite like that. This one does not also have pass-throughs, but it's on their lower range of keyboards. This one is not, it's on their upper range. So it definitely should have that. You do have 2 macros built into it, so that was actually all the cons I have. You do have 2 macros built into it, though. They're controlled pretty simple. It's right here. You have the G1, which you probably can't tell. Hold on one sec. Let me find one of the profiles. There we go. You have the G1 key here, which you can control just by holding down function, hitting it one time. You can even set it to an audible. It'll play through your headset. You know it's on or off. Same with G2, which is the B key right above it. Now, for your LED profiles, there are 6 preset from the factory, so when you get it in the box, you actually already have 6 profiles set up. Control them the same way. Hold function down, you can press 1, which will go through 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And yes, I realized 2 were the same. I changed one of the profiles earlier by accident, and I have to put it back. So, in each one, let's just go back, I guess if it's holding function. Let's go back to this one. They call it neon. It just changes through basically every color function the keyboard has, or every color it has. All functions it does, all lighting, everything can be sped up or slowed down just by pressing the function and hitting page up or page down. You can actually change it, which we can, guess why it's holding function, probably help. We can show you right here. So I can actually slow it all the way down to a complete stop, or speed it right back up. So yes, it can be controlled pretty much anywhere, and you can even set your pre-ohm, which this one was one that I made recently, and so was this one. Now, for other profiles that it offers, it'll all be controlled through the Hera software, which you can download through their site. It's completely free. And it'll do, let's see here, what do we have? Breathing, which you can do every one of these in any color in the rainbow you can think of. They have a full spectrum here on their software, which I'll show you here shortly, that you can do. I was just going to go through some of the presets that it comes with. It does do wave, which is just a full RGB. Fade in and out's kind of cool. I guess turn the lights off for this. It'd probably help you guys. And I apologize for the brightness. I have quite a few monitors in here. But it's basically a fade out. So as you hit the key, it'll just fade the color out, which you can again slow it down so that when you hit it, it actually will take quite a while to actually fade out, which I quite like that too. What other profiles do we have in here? We have Marquee, which you've seen. Ripple. Ripple's kind of cool. Let's pick another color besides purple, though. And let's go with yellow. Yellow seems nice. Alright, so hit it. It's kind of like dropping something in the pond. It'll go away no matter where you hit it. And it's kind of neat. What else do we have here? Fade ins. So as you hit it, it'll actually fade to get brighter and then shut off. The neon you've already seen. Colorful marquee, which will run through all the colors. You have the rainbow drops, which I quite like and I keep up on most of the time. You can probably actually hear the switches. I'll go over that here in a second. Circular marquee, same thing. Any color you want, any of these patterns, and the speeds, brightness, everything you can control. So the slide-ins and the rotation. Let's go put it back on the raindrops. So, now, let's see, what can I show you on it at this point? The keys. So, for the switches, We do not have Cherry MX switches on this keyboard. I was kind of steered away from it at first, did some research, come to find out, actually, it is very nice. It uses Kale Blues. So Kale Blues are, in comparison, if you're going to look on the MX side, it would be close to the Cherry Blue MXs so for sound and feel. So, I mean, I can feel the nice two-stage click, you know, as I do it. It is quite noisy, I'm not going to lie, but I actually like that in a keyboard. So, sound comparison, I don't actually have another with the same style switches in MX here to show you, but I have used plenty in my day, and it is very, very, very similar. So if you're looking for Cherry Blue MX switches and a keyboard, you know, at a slightly less price range, this would be your go-to. Like I said, for $89.99, you can pick it up right now online. It was $129.99. I'm not sure if it's going to go back or not, so don't quote me on that. And if you want one, you better pick it up quick. The keys do have 50 million life cycle on it, just as normal. The keyboard can do 16.8 million colors and customizations, I believe, and it also has in-key rollover. Besides that, when it comes to the actual dimensions of it, it is quite small, and I actually like that. I thought I wasn't, but I actually do. Just to show you the temp keyboard I had before, let me move it up here to where you can actually see. Keyboard I had before is about that much bigger, and they are both identical from front to back, even though you have the 6 switches, or the 6 keys at the bottom here for the macros. This one has the space, just doesn't put the keys there. So there is that. You're about 1.5 inches shorter, maybe 2 inches on, you know, total on the size, but it's actually nice and it looks really clean on the desk. Now for what else can we go over here? I already went over the price. That, yes, your profiles, you're fine. I guess we can go over the wrist guard. It doesn't have a wrist guard. The Ultimate and other keyboards they offer have a magnetic strip built in here underneath the plastic, and it has a magnetic wrist guard you can put on. As you can tell with this one, wrist is flat on the table. But let's jump over to the Harris software real quick. Like I said, Harris you can pick up from their website. It's completely free, and it's a very small download. If you have other Gamdias peripherals, you can link your headset, keyboard, mouse, everything else to it, and control lighting and, you know, everything through one software, which is quite nice. The software is really straightforward. You have 6 profiles over here that are pre-made you can do. Key assignments, generals or function G key pre-assignments, macro key creation, so you can completely record all your macros for key presses and then play them back at whatever speed you'd like, so on and so forth. Keyboard illuminance, which is what we were doing earlier. You can pick any color you'd like, full sliders, everything, and then your brightness here. This actually has presets that you can do or upload. So if you create something, your buddy has one of these keyboards, you can actually just email him your file. He'll put it in the same folder. Bam, he has your profile. And then these are the presets that come from the factory you can put in there, which is what we were going over earlier. And you can also control brightness and speed to the software. One thing I found nice about this one, you can actually do assign sounds and timers. So basically your timers, it'll run once and then restarts every time it's clicked, so on and so forth. You can actually record sounds to play with the timers. And you can also do sound edit files. So you can record yourself. You can record whatever you want. And it'll put it out through here as from a button press or so on and so forth. So if you do something in the game or fire or something, it'll make a nice cool sound that you downloaded. Your timer settings are all controlled through here. You can set it up however you'd like. We can go over this more in detail if somebody has any questions on it, just let me know. And we can do a full breakdown of how this works, but it's pretty much the same on most keyboards nowadays. And then, of course, you have your update and support. Now, any other questions you guys might have, anything, and especially about their other products, just let me know. I probably have owned most of their stuff by now, but by far I was really impressed with this one, I'm not going to lie. Like I said, it's just got enough functions on it that I was kind of impressed on how they did it, how they had it set up, the quality of it. I will have to say it is quite heavy. Like for a keyboard, it's decently heavy. And it does have the routing underneath, which mine is not set in there right now, but I will do so. So let me set her back down. But yeah, like I said, she is quite heavy. But like I said, it's a good build quality. Like it doesn't feel tinny, plasticky. Like it feels really nice whenever you're using it. And I'm really in love with the Kale switches, I'm not going to lie. They are really nice. But besides that, anything else, just leave in the comments below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. If not, you can hit me up on one of the PC pages on Facebook. Thanks for stopping by.
Bring in the master.